Good morning, students. This is the third part of chapter 6 of second book, and the name of the chapter is Democratic Resurgence. Earlier we have discussed about the agitation of the students of Gujarat as well as the students of Bihar, and we have studied about Jayaprakash Narayan also. Now we will discuss one more incident which was responsible for imposing emergency in India, that was conflict with judiciary. Students, at that time, three constitutional problems had emerged. Can the Parliament abridge and fundamental rights? Or can the Parliament curtail right to property by making an amendment? Or because the Parliament has amended the Constitution saying that it can abridge fundamental rights for giving effect to the directive principles. And this decision, this amendment of Parliament was rejected by Supreme Court. You have studied in class 11th that originally there were 7 fundamental rights. One more right was there, that was right to property. And by making amendment, this right to property was curtailed by the Parliament, but Supreme Court had rejected it at that time. So this was the first conflict between judiciary and legislature and Parliament. Two other developments were there, that Government of India, what happened at that time, the Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India was retired, and it was the time to appoint a new Chief Justice. As you know, the Chief Justice of India is appointed by the President, and indirectly it is appointed by the Prime Minister. As you know, that powers of President are used by Prime Minister. So what happened in that case, 3 senior judges, they were not appointed, and the fourth one, who was at fourth one in seniority, Mr. A.N. Ray, he was appointed as Chief Justice of India. Why? Why these 3 judges were not appointed? Because in earlier time, these 3 senior judges had given decisions against the government of India. So you can say it was a punishment for them, but it was constitutionally wrong, because our constitution says that the senior most judge of Supreme Court of India will be appointed as Chief Justice of India. So this was also one more issue between judiciary and executive. One very important issue was what happened, which has worsened the situation between judiciary and executive, that in 12th June 1975, Justice Jagmohan Sinha, he was the judge of High Court of Uttar Pradesh, High Court of Allahabad. He has given this judgment, and he declared the election of Indira Gandhi as invalid. Which election? You know, in last chapter we have studied, in 1971 elections were held, and the contest was between Indira Gandhi and Raj Narayan. Raj Narayan was a senior leader, and obviously Indira Gandhi won the election, but Raj Narayan has challenged the election. On what basis? he has filed the case that she has used government employees, government services to win the election. And the decision came in 1975, 12th June 1975, and Justice Jagmohan Sinha, who was the Justice of Allahabad High Court, he declared that Indira Gandhi's election is invalid. Now, the judgment of High Court means that now legally Indira Gandhi was not an MP, and because if she is not an MP, so then she will not be Prime Minister of India, because her election is declared invalid. But what happened? She went in Supreme Court. She filed a case against the decision of High Court. She filed a case. And on June 24, Supreme Court has granted her a partial stay order on the decision of High Court. And what did Supreme Court declare? That till the case is decided by Supreme Court, till then she could be MP. She will be Prime Minister also, but she could not take part in the proceedings of Lok Sabha. So it was a big controversial issue between executive and judiciary. So we have discussed three controversies between judiciary and executive. One was about the power of Parliament regarding the curtailing of fundamental right. Second, appointment of Chief Justice of India. And third, declaration of Indira Gandhi's election illegal by the High Court. So, tomorrow we will discuss how the emergency was imposed in India. Till then, goodbye. Take good care of yourself.